So today, after the recent snow, we're just walking around to kind of get a survey of what kind of wildlife we have and to practice our tracking skills and see what we have. So here we can see rabbit tracks. Now, if you're in the shade or the sun, you're going to see different kind of signs in the tracks. So you can see these rabbit tracks, they're aged quite a bit more. So you can see how the tracks have started to collapse. Here's a few more rabbit tracks. You can tell that this rabbit was moving pretty good. You can see the spacing between the tracks. The spacing will give you an idea of whether they were running, jumping, or just sitting around and eating. Now this is a very interesting set of tracks because you can see here that it was made in slush and the slush froze and it's still remaining, so that's kind of interesting and different than what we usually see. Here we have some deer tracks that have really aged down. It's hard to find some of the prints in between. It's hard to see them on the camera. These tracks were covered in by the recent snow. We had about 1 inch of snow as a dusting last night, so it covered existing tracks. But you can see here, you can still track even though the sign is old. This is another aged out set of deer tracks. Some of them you can barely see the two pieces of the hoof. You can tell what time these were made because they were made in the new snow. So it had to be sometime within the last 6 hours. This is another set of rabbit tracks. In this area the snow had melted, so we know that these tracks were in the fresh snow over the last 8 hours. You can see they're still pretty clean, but they're starting to collapse. So that'll help you age it. Here we got a whole lot of sign from small birds. Work in this area, we're under a bird feeder. Now, these are from really small birds. And I don't have any turkey tracks today. I saw some yesterday and I didn't film them. But the turkey track, it looks more like a chicken track than these small birds, but it's much larger. So here we have some dog tracks, and this is a smaller dog. When you get a situation like this where the track's deteriorated, it becomes very difficult to tell a coyote, a dog, a wolf track, and a fox track, and you have to go by the size. So if you're looking at the size, if it's around 2 inches, it's probably a fox or a really small dog. If it's 3 or 4 inches, it's going to be a coyote or a dog. If it's 5 inches or bigger, it's either going to be a really large dog or a wolf. In this area, I've only seen one wolf, and they're endangered here. So the population is real small. So in most cases, the track in this area would actually be a large dog. We do have a lot of coyotes, and we have coy dogs, which are coyote dog mixes in the area. So it becomes really hard sometimes to distinguish what it is that's moving through. So please share your thoughts, comments. We'll see you on the next video.